go to sleep, I go far away. If you forgot your dreams, just remember to love. It's important to remember your dreams.
It was all a dream.
And I woke up.
We're in. Yo, what up? AquaStoneThrone. Like, share, and subscribe. Yo, what up? What up, guys? I haven't done this in a while. One or two of my videos is starting to pick up a lot of speed. And to be honest with you, I want to grow my channel. So I'm going to get back on this. Yo, it's been a minute. I got my coffee. This video is going to be real quick. I don't write anything. This is just flow state. And this particular video is going to be about frequency, okay? And so really what this is about the races, all right? So you know, as we know that the world, I guess, is in a process of a waking up. It should be going a little bit quicker, but that's why I'm making these type of videos, to help you all out. But I want to talk about things like frequency, because I know that there's a lot of turmoil and craziness going on in the world right now. And, you know, I think that there's a delusion in the illusion. And what I mean by that is that there's a lot of finger pointing going on. You know, like who's doing this, what's going on. And it really needs to be understood that when you really have an awakened mind, you look at everything as frequency, okay? So it's not about the original race being the black race or the white race being the evil race. It's really nonsense, and it's really talking from ego and just putting blame on other cultures for you not being your best. And this is the honest truth, because we are all God's people, and we all have a little shining inner light for us to find. We basically need to find our own godliness, you know what I mean? And everybody here has that. But unfortunately, most people are shut off at the moment, because we're kind of like coming out of the dark ages right now, you know what I mean? And so get your Bitcoin. I'm just saying. But yeah, but back to what I was saying. So how is it possible that, so if God's people, and I'm going to be very honest when I say this, this is about blood. And all of the good books, the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, they all talk about the blood. Now, there's a reason for this, right? Because since we are all avatars having an experience, and our soul is occupying the avatar in order to animate it through our spirit. So if we got strong spirit, we can animate and bring more to life, and bring more. And what I mean by that is bring more using our brain and our imagination to bring in inventions into the holographic universe to help others grow. So when you know this, you know, like, it really is about frequency. So I'm gonna basically explain ways to understand if you're speaking to somebody that is of an awakened mind and has the Christ mind, or is of a higher frequency. So ways you could tell the difference between someone that's completely shut off in the mind or low vibrational would be as if they're literally just, you know, if they got one of these on, they did one of these. People that are not using their own cognitive ability to decipher or encode the information which is being presented to them by the programmer. So what I mean by this is people that's just not using their brain. Sleepwalkers, literally sleepwalkers. And people that, you know, listen to everything that's on television, people that live in fear, people that are afraid of everything, people that are afraid of new information or new thought ideas. These people are either very low vibrational or completely shut off from their own higher mind. Now, as you reach up into the scale, because there really is an energy, all of this is energy. And so let's just say that the people that I just mentioned are my pinky, right? There's also people that are wide awake and understand and see through everything. These people are very high up in the frequency. So if everything is frequency, if this entire planet is a frequency or an ocean of waves and frequencies for you to entertain and be a part of, when all new information, new inventions, new everything comes into the beautiful earth and the realm and the planet that we all are a part of, when new information comes into this, the highest minds receive this information immediately. Now you could receive it through different ways. You could actually get a download, and when I talk about download, because there's a lot of people saying downloads and this and that, but a lot of these people are shut off in the mind, and their phones are actually so much more intelligent than them. And this is very problematic for the unconscious person in this time, because these people might become cyborgs in the future, since they're shut off from their higher own mind and existence. But that's, that's maybe 10, 15, 20 years down the road. Who knows? But other people that know who they are will continue, meditating, staring at the sun, eating light information, meaning real food, which is green, fruits and vegetables, things like this. Just staying a little bit more natural and having an understanding and love for their divine temple. So these people that are of a high octave understand certain things. So for example, let's just say, for example, right now, a lot of the world is now being provided with information on cryptocurrencies. And you're actually now starting to see it on television. I don't watch television, but I know that they're broadcasting a whole bunch of stuff on television. And really what this is doing is the people that are awake and know what's going on are already making multi-millions and billions, and there's a lot of Ponzi schemes and craziness going on in the crypto space right now. But it's kind of like it was made, and then, like people running around that know what's going on are making millions, and now it's time to bring it to the public. So all these Ponzi schemes and these fake coins and all this other stuff will slowly leave, and the crypto space, which I think is at like 20,000 coins right now, in the next 5 years will only probably be like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 coins. But all these coins will be real coins for the new global system. And so this is very real, and something that you guys really need to understand, because when you are awake, you could understand and be a part of new systems and invest into new blockchains and new technologies, which will be a part of a new system for the next 100 years. Very similar to like what happened in 1927 to 1933. We're actually now like at that literal same exact point in time again, where there'll be a new system. And you got to look at it kind of like imagine if you knew that Nike was going to be Nike, and you could buy the stocks when Nike was $1 or 25 cents. This is really what's going on in the cryptocurrency space at the moment. So it's really up to you to have your own mind, because if you're just being entertained by video games, by movies, by television, your robotic job, which is not really allowing you to express and shine the way you should be, you're really shut off in the mind and shut off to this type of information. You're still down here playing in other people's inventions. And the point of you to have the Christ mind is for you to have invent things, whether it be books, music, software, any type of technology to make the world a better place. And so there's a very big difference in the mind state of someone that is a divine creator and knows their divine worth, as opposed to somebody that is just using a particular system that was invented. Now, this gets into things like government, because government is not here for you. And a great government such as America, which gives so many great things to people over an extended amount of time, the people get very lazy, fat, stupid, and so on. And this is kind of where we're at right now. So it's now kind of like a wake up time, because it's time for us to get back on our ball and really jump into our divine higher self and live our purposes. Because if we don't, the government will continue to just more or less take advantage of you. So I personally think that great things are going to happen in the future, but this is also a time where if you don't know who you really are, you could get very lost, or you could just show up to the party a little bit late. And you never want to show up to the party late. You always want to be like the first one in the door. You know what I mean? And so this is once again, this is a video just about frequency. So oh yeah, and one more thing, to tell how someone is awake, just talk to them. It's very simple. As like for example, I'll tell you if you could tell if somebody is of a very awakened mind or not. So all you got to do is really, whenever you're in a room, because an awakened mind feels energy all around somebody. It's very different. It's like they understand the world, and they look at it as if has a mirror. And when you're really in tune with the mirror, you know everything, and you can't be fooled. And this is kind of like a God state of mind, a godly higher inner knowing, where someone lies to you, but you either are going to get the real truth through just looking at them, or you will get it in your dream. You know what I mean? You'll be able to ask your higher self in the dream world what this person really wants in your reality, and your higher mind will tell you if this person is a snake in the garden or not. So it's just as simple as, if you really want to find out if someone's really awake, is just wherever you're at, intensely intensely stare or send energy directly to somebody. And if that one person, which is doing something or not even paying attention, and looks around and looks directly at you, that means that person is awake. They might not even be aware that they're awake, but they're much more online and in tune with the energy flow and forces around them. So someone that is obviously completely shut off, you could basically stare at them, do that, just you literally just look at them, and there's deadness there. You know what I mean? Or you're trying to interact or talk to somebody. And this is another way to tell if somebody is really off, is if you try to bring creative thought or have a creative conversation with somebody, and they completely shut off or get completely argumentative, they're completely shut off in the mind, and the information that you're trying to share with them is of such a higher octave, they're going to become combative with you, fight with you, or they're literally just going to get triggered, shut off, or try to change the conversation. And this is very real. This does happen. A lot of people, when you speak of such high information, if they can't process it, the Bible says that their lower self, they can literally, other entities could jump into people that are shut off from the mind, and then they could just be taken over. And this is very real. I know that this sounds kind of crazy, but there are things here which do not occupy bodies, which have gotten stuck in a location because they didn't know who they were, and they didn't do their internal godly work to figure out what this really is. And so when their bodies expired, they can't go any higher. So they can take over shut off minds. And so it's very important to just always gain knowledge every single day, and just try to stay sharp, and and just smile. Just always just try to have gratitude, smile, meditate, and these things will help you raise your frequency. If you don't know where you're at within your own frequency, I suggest you look at yourself. Like if you're really fat, if you're out of shape, if you got a lot of like acne and craziness coming out of your main and biggest organ. These are internal things and processes which are stagnant or have a lot of dis-ease or a lot of blockages. This is why you'll see, fat people are lazy. You know what I mean? And lazy is equated, like think of the lazy river, right? Like back in the day, like, you go to Action Park, but you knew not to go in the lazy river because everyone was pissing in the little lazy river. It's dirty water. And this is really what's going on when you see somebody very obese and disgusting. The body could hold up to like 20 or 30 extra pounds of just poop. You know what I mean? So you're not clearing out your system. You're all blocked up. And if you're blocked up in the body, you're 100% blocked up in the mind. So these are just things to just really pay attention to. There's a lot of different ways to just really gauge your own self to see where you're at frequency-wise and vibrationally-wise. But all I can say is that just gain information, stare at the sun, try to wake up with the sun, try to go to sleep with the moon. Don't eat too much at nighttime. If you're not remembering any of your dreams, or if you're only dreaming once a week, you got to pay attention to the dream, the day that you're dreaming. Because if you're only, let's just say you're only dreaming on a Monday, right? But you don't dream on Tuesday or Wednesday, that means that you're only working from one energy center in the God body vessel, right? So there's the 7 main planets. So that means that you might really only be spiritually clean and pure in one planet or one chakra system, which is, so let's just say it's Monday. That means that you figured out the moon, but you don't know anything about Saturn. You don't know anything about Mars. You don't know anything about any other higher frequency destinations or higher frequency locations on the God body vessel to get to the kingdom. So this is really what's going on when you're not having dreams every single night, because you should be dreaming every single night. And as you raise your own, as you go up your own system, the 33 stairs, or you go bounce back and forth, do the zigzag, and go up and back and forth through the chakra systems to make it to the kingdom, right? They're both going up. The point is to get out of the root chakra. Most people on this planet and in this plane and in this realm of existence are stuck in the chakra, lower mind states, lower information, not wanting to do the work, happy with external fake gods. Just pray to everything else to come fix your issues, and when you start taking what's out, disregarding what's out, and then really start doing the inner work, things lighten up. And so this is why they say, like you're kind of like a lighthouse. You got to light that fire and have that passion. You know what I mean? A lot of people that are shut off in low frequency, they have no fire and no passion in their eyes. Someone that has made it to the kingdom, they're literally a lighthouse. You feel it in them. You look into their eyes, and if you're a lost soul, you're just going to get lost, because those eyes you look into are going to be so deep and full of fire and flame and have so much knowledge. And that's kind of a couple little rants. I'm going on almost 20 minutes. My God. Yo, I love y'all. This one has been about just energy. Yeah, that's it. AquaStoneThrone, like, share, and subscribe. Peace.